Hey guys, my name is John Callum from Kuhol Garage, and you can see from behind me there's a bunch of cars that we have yet to work on. And this is the same backdrop as the previous video when we were discussing about Project Hyundai Coupe all-wheel drive over there. But right now I'm going to show you guys other things that we're working on here at the shop. It's now becoming more and more jam-packed, and it's a kind of a bit critical that I get one or two cars mobile, because I find myself without a daily driver and I'm just borrowing cars right now to move around. So let me show you my latest problem, that I found myself immobile as I was going to work. And also I'm gonna show you updates on Project Coupe all-wheel drive. Not a lot of updates there, but at least there is some. And our plans for other cars, both my own projects and projects that we have accepted to work on from others. So come on, let me take you guys around and show you what we're working on. So with Project Coupe all-wheel drive here, you could see that there are no rear wheels. So we are modifying the rear lower arms and making them adjustable so that we could adjust the camber and tow properly. So we're having problems getting the alignment dialed in on this car as far as the rear suspension is concerned, because again, our rear suspension is a hodgepodge of Subaru parts that we mated into this Hyundai chassis. Not everything we were able to align 100% when we first developed the suspension. So to adjust things to get everything back to kosher, we had to modify the lower arms. Yeah, after that one, we need to still fix up the brakes. This car has surprisingly no brakes, but the engine already runs, so that's a good update. So you can see the glorious rear suspension, or what's left of it. There are no lower arms, so we're modifying it. You can see it has drum brakes and PCD converter adapter, because again, these are brakes from Subaru Legacy with a 5x100 volt pattern. The rear drums are actually a downgrade, because the coupes really came with discs, four-wheel disc brakes locally. But it's okay, we don't really need discs at the rear. And again, we did feature this bracket that we have fabricated via CAD, coconut aided design, coco lumber aided design, as a mock-up. So we, many years ago, probably close to the beginning of the project, back in 2020, we developed this very sturdy metal bracket that seems to be holding well. This is overkill actually, but I don't think that I will be having problems with this bracket anytime soon. But with this bracket, it's not 100% aligned to the optimum specs, so we are correcting it with the addition of adjustable lower arms, which we are in the process of fabricating as we speak. Get the brakes done. We have to replace the brake master, the rubber parts inside the brake master, so what we call the repair kit. So we have to replace the repair kit. This car should already be very drivable, but in the future, in the near future, aircon, we need to put air conditioning in this car. And so behind me is the 2017 Isuzu Crosswind that is on indefinite loan to us. This has been serving as my daily driver for the past couple of months, more than a couple of months. But quite recently, at one point, it did not want to run anymore. It basically shut off while I was in the middle of driving it. And luckily, it failed while I was still inside this village. This car has more than 240,000 kilometers on the clock. It has had a very tough life before. And so with that mileage, it wouldn't be much of a surprise that the injection pump ended up being the culprit, being the failure point. So the injection pump failed, and so we had to have it rebuilt. And luckily, we got a good referral by somebody who was able to come here and get it repaired. But it took me about 3 weeks to scrounge up the funds to be able to fix the repair of this car. And so now the Crosswind is now fit and fighting, but I am several thousand pesos poorer as a result. But I'm very happy that at least this car is part of my mobility, a solution for my mobility issues, because I have been borrowing my mom's car just to get around, just to go to work, and luckily I was able to get this running, and I'm going to be using this more and more because it's recently registered for 2025 for road use, and now the fuel system is in tip-top condition. The fuel system failed, or the injection pump failed, because according to the mechanic, um, there was water in the fuel system already. So we had to get rid of all the fuel that's in the tank, and it was about 40 liters left. It was a waste of fuel, but we had to just, throw it away in a sense, or get rid of it. But yeah, um, at least it's running now, and hopefully um, it doesn't break down on me anymore, and I continue using this car as a daily driver slash tow vehicle. Okay, so for the Corolla, we're already on the final stretch. It has been on and off for many occasions right now as we're test fitting things. So we're already on the final stretch regarding this car. So we're hoping that today we would be able to get this car running. Nagbo-boost siya. Ay, hindi mo nga maririnig dito. Good job, good job. May fuel pressure. Okay. Uy, aircon. Malamig aircon? Malamig aircon? Patayin ko muna. Parang hindi nawawala yung...
Madaming lang isa na nalagay dati. O check ko nga rin kung baka may tagas.
Okay, starting procedure. Ignition on. Fuel pump. Then we start. Wow, not bad. Turn on the radiator fans. We save the intercooler. So yeah, let's take this car out for a spin. But let's go for gas first.